What if the vegetables you trust and eat every day are actually the hidden reason behind your declining testosterone, irritated prostate, and fading desire? Especially now that you're over 60. Many men are trying to improve their diet by following a healthier approach, listening to doctors or public health programs. But unfortunately, some vegetables praised as good for your health can backfire if used the wrong way or too frequently, especially for older men. Studies from the U.S. National Institutes of Health have shown that certain plant-based compounds can promote estrogen, reduce endogenous testosterone, and negatively affect blood vessel elasticity, all key factors that determine a man's vitality and sexual health after middle age. However, the good news is you can completely take control of this. In today's video, Dr. Samuel Grant will help you identify 3 vegetables you should consider limiting if you want to protect your testosterone. And I'll also introduce you to 3 others that can help restore hormone balance, boost blood flow, and enhance your vitality after just a few weeks of proper adjustment. Don't skip the first part of this video, because I'll talk about one extremely familiar vegetable that shows up in your daily meals, yet maybe silently stealing away your sense of masculinity without you even realizing it. But before we dive into the main content, I'd love to get to know you. Where are you from? Drop a comment below. I'd be truly happy to know who's joining me on this journey of health after 60. If this is your first time visiting the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications, so you won't miss any of my upcoming tips for men's health, especially tailored to your age group. Now let's get into the first vegetable you might need to reconsider if you want to maintain your masculinity naturally and long-term. Vegetable 1. Soy. Heart-friendly, but it can harm your manhood. I want to start today's content with a typical case. Not to scare you, but to show that what's happening inside your body may very well come from your everyday meals. Mr. Alex, 68 years old, a former school principal, lived a very disciplined life, sharp-minded and with a stable family life. But the first time he walked into my clinic, what caught my attention wasn't any visible illness. It was the worried and slightly embarrassed look in his eyes when he said, "I still eat well, my blood pressure's fine, but I don't feel like myself anymore. I have no energy, no desire, and even my wife says she senses something's changed." His test results showed a healthy cardiovascular system, but there was something unusual. Testosterone levels had dropped, while estrogen, the female hormone, had risen above normal. So I started digging deeper into his diet. He told me proudly that he had cut back on red meat, switched to a semi-vegetarian diet, and consumed plenty of tofu, soy milk, and edamame dishes daily, exactly as recommended by his cardiologist. And that's where I found the key to the problem. Soy is rich in phytoestrogens, plant compounds that mimic estrogen in the human body. This isn't a big issue for younger men with a strong hormonal system. But for men over 60, when testosterone is already declining, phytoestrogens can tip the hormone balance in the wrong direction. What's the result? Testosterone is overwhelmed. Sexual response weakens, overall energy drops. And that core feeling of being a man starts to fade away. But it doesn't stop there. Soy doesn't only appear in your main meals. These days, a wide range of protein bars, health foods, bottled sauces, even commercial bread, all contain soy-derived ingredients, making your exposure to it constant and silent. The good news is that just one small change, removing soy from the diet and replacing it with clean protein from eggs, fish, or chicken breast, made a huge difference. Just weeks later, Alex returned feeling stronger with his sexual response restored. His wife even sent me an emotional message. "I don't know what changed, but it feels like my husband is back, strong, warm, and full of energy just like before." I'm not denying soy's benefits for heart health or for women going through menopause. But for men over 60, especially if you're feeling low desire, low energy, or early signs of hormonal imbalance, it's time to reevaluate your eating habits, and soy should be the first item you take a closer look at. And if you think that was worrying, don't miss what's coming next. The next vegetable is present in nearly every family meal, but it's a known trigger of inflammation, blood vessel stiffening, and indirectly disrupts blood flow to the most sensitive region of a man's body. If you're still watching up to this point, I truly appreciate your serious dedication to your own health. Please drop a number 1 in the comments below to let me know you're still here with me on this journey. Vegetable 2. Corn, the invisible trigger behind inflammation and poor blood flow in men over 60. In this next section, I want you to pay close attention to a food that seems completely unrelated to testosterone, but quietly impacts vascular health, hormone balance, and even erectile ability in older men. Not long ago, I had a patient named Robert, 62 years old. He shared that lately, in addition to having trouble maintaining an erection and feeling a loss of desire, he'd been experiencing joint pain and daily fatigue. What caught my attention was that all his cardiovascular and blood pressure tests came back within normal limits. The problem lay elsewhere. When I dug deeper into his diet, he proudly told me he had replaced animal fats with margarine, switched to vegetable oils, and drastically reduced bad fats. It sounded like a solid plan, until I looked at the list of products he was using, filled with familiar names: corn oil, corn syrup, cornstarch, and blended vegetable oils. Corn, when eaten as boiled kernels or grilled on the cob, isn't a concern. But when it's heavily processed and used in industrial food products in the form of oil, syrup, or starch, corn becomes a rich source of omega-6 fatty acids, a type of fat that can trigger inflammation when imbalanced with omega-3s. And that's exactly what was happening inside Robert's body. Chronic low-grade inflammation had damaged the endothelium, the inner lining of blood vessels that produces nitric oxide, a molecule essential for vasodilation. With reduced nitric oxide, blood vessels became less flexible, and blood flow to the genital area was hindered. The result: weakened erections, loss of pleasure, and a cascade of issues including fatigue, joint pain, and declining vitality. Robert's condition improved gradually when we completely removed corn oil, soybean oil, and canola oil from his diet. Instead, we switched to extra virgin olive oil, added fatty fish like salmon, and included a purified omega-3 supplement. Within just 3 weeks, he noticed a clear difference: better joint mobility, sharper energy in the morning, and most importantly, his natural sexual response returned without any medication. So if you're someone actively trying to eat healthier, don't overlook the ingredient labels. Watch for terms like corn oil, corn syrup, or vegetable oil blend, because often it's these tiny overlooked details that stand in the way of your testosterone recovering naturally. However, there's still one more vegetable that's commonly featured on clean eating lists, praised as a powerful detox green. But you might be surprised to learn that if used the wrong way, it can rob your body of the most essential mineral for natural testosterone production. Let's dive into that next. Vegetable 3, raw spinach, the silent thief of vital minerals crucial to male hormones. While the previous two vegetables affected testosterone by promoting estrogen or fueling chronic inflammation, this third one silently sabotages hormone health through an entirely different pathway, subtle, hard to detect, but equally alarming. Let me tell you the story of William, 67 years old, a fitness enthusiast who maintained a healthy lifestyle and never missed his weekly runs. With a perfectionist mindset and a desire to age well, he began each day with a green smoothie, its main ingredient being raw spinach, combined with fruits and seeds. At first glance, it seemed like the perfect health habit for aging. But when we reviewed his blood test results, something unexpected showed up. His zinc levels were extremely low, even though his diet was rich in zinc-containing foods like seafood, eggs, and lean meats. At the same time, his testosterone levels had dropped into a concerning range, and he himself admitted he had lost motivation and desire in both work and personal life. The problem wasn't nutritional deficiency, it was oxalate, a compound found in high amounts in raw spinach. Oxalate binds to minerals like zinc, calcium, and magnesium in the gut, preventing them from being absorbed and instead flushing them out of the body. That's why William had a zinc deficiency, despite eating well. This is especially problematic for men over 60 because zinc is absolutely essential for testosterone synthesis, prostate health, and overall sexual function. A prolonged deficiency doesn't just reduce libido and energy, it also weakens immunity and hinders total body recovery. Thankfully, the solution wasn't complicated. I simply guided William to change his preparation method, reduce consumption of raw spinach, and instead lightly steam or sauté it with olive oil and eggs to improve mineral absorption. After just a few weeks, his micronutrient levels improved, testosterone began to rebound, and most importantly, he felt more energized and regained his sense of masculinity. That story underscores a vital point. It's not just what you eat, but how you eat and prepare your food that deeply impacts your hormonal health. If these 3 vegetables surprised you, the next part will be a complete shift in direction. I'll reveal 3 other vegetables, simple and easily available, that can boost blood circulation, balance male hormones, and reignite strength from within, just by eating them the right way, consistently each week. And if you've been watching the video up to this point, thank you for taking your health seriously. Please comment the number 3 below so I know you're still with me on this journey. Part 2, Vegetables that help restore testosterone after 60. Vegetable 1. Beetroot, a natural circulation pump to restore vitality and improve sexual reflexes. Now that you know which vegetables to limit in order to protect your hormonal balance, it's time I share with you some smarter and more effective choices. Vegetables that not only support overall health, but also help restore testosterone and boost blood circulation naturally. And topping the list is none other than beetroot, a familiar root that few realize is a natural circulation medicine specifically for men over 60. Beetroot is a rich source of organic nitrates, an important precursor that the body converts into nitric oxide. This molecule plays a key role in dilating blood vessels, maintaining steady blood flow, and delivering circulation to the most sensitive regions in a man's body, particularly the pelvic area and the penis. Think of your blood vessels like a water pipe system. Nitric oxide is what helps those pipes open up, stay flexible, and resist clogging, thereby improving erection capability, increasing sensation, and enhancing physical recovery in your later years. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition confirmed consuming beetroot juice daily can improve the function of the endothelium, the inner lining of blood vessels responsible for producing nitric oxide, which is the foundation for cardiovascular and male sexual health. However, not all forms of beetroot are equally effective. Canned beets, pickled beets, or those that are overcooked lose most of their natural nitrate content. Even combining them with high salt or acid levels can reduce their vasodilation effect. The best way to consume them is fresh, either juiced, lightly steamed, or tossed into salads with a touch of extra virgin olive oil. I still remember the case of Mr. James, the man I mentioned in the beginning of the video. After removing soy from his diet, he started replacing it with meals that included fresh beetroot and lighter protein sources like eggs, fish, and leafy greens. Just a few weeks later, he noticed restored energy, a more positive mood, and most importantly, his sexual vitality returned without needing any medical support. Clearly, a small dietary change can create a major impact on your hormones and masculinity in midlife. And if beetroot acts as a circulatory assistant, helping your blood flow stronger, then in the next part, I'll reveal another common vegetable, one that serves as a hormonal gatekeeper, helping to neutralize estrogen, stabilize testosterone levels, and protect the prostate naturally from enlargement. Stay tuned. Vegetable 2, BROCCOLI, the hormone gatekeeper, that balances your hormones and shields your prostate after 60. The next vegetable on our list isn't just a common item on your plate. It offers a benefit that few men over 60 truly recognize. Broccoli doesn't just contain vitamins and fiber. It acts as a natural regulator for male hormones. One of the biggest mistakes older men make is focusing solely on boosting testosterone, while overlooking the equally important task of reducing excess estrogen. As men age, abdominal fat increases and hormone metabolism changes, making it easier for estrogen to accumulate, leading to hormonal imbalance and impaired sexual function. This is where broccoli truly shines. Broccoli is rich in sulforaphane, a natural compound that activates detoxifying enzymes in the liver, helping the body eliminate excess hormones like estrogen more effectively. In addition, sulforaphane is a powerful antioxidant, helping reduce chronic inflammation, protect prostate cells, and support hormonal stability in aging men. However, broccoli's nutritional value largely depends on how it's prepared. Many people tend to overboil it, microwave it, or cook it until it's mushy, destroying much of the sulforaphane in the process. As a result, they may eat a lot of broccoli but receive almost no benefit from it. I once worked with Mr. Robert, a man over 60 who paid close attention to nutrition and ate broccoli daily, yet still experienced fatigue, nighttime urination, and trouble concentrating. After digging deeper, I found out he often oversteamed or overcooked his broccoli until it was soft and wilted. Once we adjusted his preparation, light steaming for 3-4 minutes or eating it raw with fermented yogurt dressing, his condition improved within weeks. Better energy, fewer nighttime bathroom visits, and sharper mental clarity in the morning. So, eating healthy isn't enough. You also need to prepare your food the right way. When cooked properly, broccoli becomes a shield for your prostate and hormonal balance as you age. But there's still one more vegetable. Not only does it help you maintain testosterone, it also prevents your body from converting male hormones into estrogen, a hidden process happening silently in many aging men. I'll reveal that vegetable next, and once you understand how it works, you may never look at this ordinary veggie the same way again. Vegetable 3. White button mushroom, the hormonal shield that prevents testosterone from being converted into estrogen. After learning about two vegetables that help improve circulation and regulate hormones, now is the time for me to share with you another food, small, quiet, but playing an extremely important role in protecting your testosterone from a silent decline that few people notice. We're talking about white mushrooms, specifically the common white button mushroom that you can easily find in any supermarket. For men over 60, the issue isn't just that testosterone production is decreasing. It's also that a large portion of testosterone is being converted into estrogen through the activity of an enzyme called aromatase. This enzyme becomes even more active if you carry abdominal fat, are physically inactive, or have metabolic disorders. And this is exactly where white mushrooms demonstrate their special effect. According to research from the Beckman Research Institute, white button mushrooms contain a group of natural bioactive compounds that inhibit the aromatase enzyme. In other words, they help prevent the conversion of testosterone into estrogen inside your body. This doesn't mean your body will produce more testosterone, but it allows you to retain the free testosterone that already exists. And this is the most powerful form of the hormone, directly influencing your energy, sexual reflexes, desire, and focus as a man in midlife. One of my patients, Mr. William, had already improved his diet, increased his zinc intake, and exercised regularly, yet he still felt his libido hadn't fully returned. After further investigation, I suspected he was experiencing hormonal leakage due to high aromatase activity. I recommended he start including white mushrooms in his meals 2-3 times per week, simply cooked with olive oil and garlic. 1 month later, he returned with bright eyes, a clear spirit, and said to me, "Doctor, for the first time in years, I feel like I've truly come back." The wonderful thing is that white mushrooms aren't expensive. They're easy to prepare, yet their effects are far more profound than many supplements you may be spending money on each month. When you know how to combine beetroot to boost blood flow, broccoli to eliminate excess estrogen, and white mushrooms to protect testosterone from being converted, you've created a powerful strategic trio to restore vitality and maintain your performance after 60, completely through natural means, without synthetic hormones or prescription drugs. And if these incredible benefits from food give you hope about your health, then get ready for the next part, where I'll reveal an extremely simple nutritional strategy that can help unlock testosterone that's currently trapped in your bloodstream by targeting a hormone-binding protein that almost no one talks about. Don't miss it, Part 3, Boron, the overlooked trace mineral that can unlock your testosterone. Throughout this video, we've explored vegetables that support circulation, balance hormones, and protect testosterone. But there's another quiet factor, often overlooked, that plays an essential role in activating testosterone in its bioavailable form. That factor is boron. You need to understand that most testosterone in a man's bloodstream isn't free, but rather bound tightly to a protein called SHBG, sex hormone-binding globulin. When bound like this, testosterone can't perform its function in the body. It's as if it's being locked away. And boron is the trace mineral that has the ability to reduce SHBG levels, thereby freeing up testosterone, making it active and potent. Free testosterone is the form that directly influences sexual reflexes, energy, focus, and your masculine performance. The great thing is that you don't need expensive supplements to get boron. This mineral is naturally found in familiar foods like dried dates, raisins, and especially ripe avocados. Just a few dates at breakfast, or adding half an avocado to your salad, is enough to help your body better utilize natural testosterone. Boron doesn't increase testosterone like hormone replacement therapy does, but it helps you make the most of what you already have, in a gentle, non-invasive, and completely natural way. My friend, at this point you now hold a clear roadmap in your hands. What to eliminate, what to prioritize, and a specific nutritional strategy to reactivate your hormones and restore your vitality. 3 vegetables to adjust or limit. Soybeans rich in phytoestrogens, which can disrupt male hormonal balance if consumed frequently. Corn, especially in refined form, high in omega-6, which promotes chronic inflammation and affects circulation. Raw spinach contains a lot of oxalates, which can bind to zinc and cause a deficiency of this key mineral for male vitality. 3 foods to prioritize in your diet. Fresh beetroot increases nitric oxide, supports vasodilation, and improves blood flow to sensitive areas. Lightly steamed or raw broccoli contains sulforaphane, which helps the liver eliminate excess estrogen. White mushrooms contain natural compounds that inhibit aromatase, preventing testosterone from converting into estrogen. And finally, boron, a trace mineral that lowers SHBG, helping your free testosterone stay active in the bloodstream. You can easily get it from daily foods like dates, raisins, and avocados. The key isn't in transforming your entire lifestyle overnight. The key to success lies in small, consistent, smart, and steady adjustments. Just start, whether it's with a meal, a healthy habit, or a fresh decision, and your body will begin adapting and regenerating from within. Men's health after 60 isn't just about hormones or physical performance. It's about reconnecting with your body and caring for yourself the same way you've always cared for those around you. If you've spent a lifetime dedicating yourself to your family, your work, and your community, now is the time to reclaim a part of that care for yourself. Start by eating right, breathing deeply, and living proactively each day. If you found today's video helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, so you won't miss any upcoming content designed to help you restore your health and masculine strength in a scientific and sustainable way. Thank you for staying with me until the very end. Wishing you health, confidence, and vitality on your journey to reclaiming your life after 60. See you in the next video.